Hey everybody, it's Nick here from Lake Geneva Country Meats with a wine review. Something pretty cool today, the Duxoup 2015 Sangiovese. You've probably never seen this wine before. It's a pretty limited thing, very small production. And when my wine rep said, I want to try some duck soup with you, I said, I love duck soup. Duck is delicious, let's have it for lunch. She said, no, this is a wine, Duxoup, so D-U-X-O-U-P. It's not Duxoup, it's Duxoup. So interesting way to pronounce that, but a pretty fun wine. Very small production, little winery in California, founded in 1981 by Deborah and Andrew Cutter, two winemakers that just wanted to focus on some kind of overlooked varietals in California. You might call them heritage varietals. So they make a couple different wines. They do a Charbono, they do a Dolcetto, a Gamay Noir, and a Syrah. And these are grapes that have gotten overlooked in the Cabernet hype train, but today we're focusing on their Sangiovese. So these were grapes that were grown in California traditionally. They were coming from Italian immigrants that moved to the area. They brought grape cuttings with them, planted the varietals they know. So this is really kind of a taste of Napa Sonoma history, the very traditional grapes that they grow. So Sangiovese, you probably know this from Italy, from wines like Chianti, Brunello, Super Tuscans, things like that. And you don't see it so much in California. It's a rarity. There's only about 1,500 acres of Sangiovese planted when you look at the most recent statistics. And 1,500 acres might sound like a lot, but you have to remember that there's 90,000 acres of Cabernet Sauvignon planted. So 1,500 acres is really nothing. And a lot of that goes to blending, doesn't necessarily get bottled as a single varietal. And in fact, this is a little bit of a blend. It's about 90% Sangiovese, and there's 7 to 10% Cabernet blended in, just given the year, to add a little bit of structure on the back end of this. So this wine, as you can see right here, it's a single vineyard wine that was planted by Ray and Lori Tedeschi. Just for this wine, for Duxoup, it's a single vineyard wine. It's over 20-year-old vines, so really great quality fruit. Let's get into the wine a little bit. What I really like about this wine, and I think what sets it apart from the Italian examples like Chianti, things like that, is the fruit profile. So this has some really soft, approachable red fruits. You think about Chianti and you think like sour black and red cherry. That's kind of the dominant fruit that you get. This, I get more strawberry or like sweet red cherry type flavors. Really nice. Really just easy drinking. It's about 13.5% alcohol, so lower alcohol. But on the back end, you still get that structure, a little bit of dirt, a little bit of spice, nice tannin that you would expect from Chianti. And that's where you see the family resemblance across half the world between California and Italy, but also you get with that little bit of Cabernet blended into it. So yeah, very nice finish. Lasts a while, delicious. This is a super food-friendly wine between the soft red fruit flavors and then that acidity and the tannin on the back end. The classic pairing, all-time pairing that's obviously a go-to for Sangiovese-based wines is with tomato sauces. That's, you think of your Chianti and your spaghetti, right? So if you're doing some sort of like bolognese, that's an awesome pairing. Italian sausages with the peppers and the onions and the marinara sauce, great wine for that. But I also really like this with beef, whether you're doing steaks off a grill. I think this would be awesome with a pot roast where you have that fall bountiful harvest of your carrots and your potatoes and your chuck roast, your onions, your gravy. Great wine with that. Other cool thing you can do with this is that this wine could actually do with a little bit of a chill. That low alcohol, a little bit more fruit forward style. If you take it down to cellar temp, which is about 55 degrees or so, just pop in the fridge for a couple minutes before you open it, you're gonna get more of that fruit character. It's gonna be really refreshing, really delicious. So I've done that, and it's very nice that way. You don't have to, if you want to, pop it in the fridge, try it, a little chilled, let it come up to temperature, see which way you like it. But this is definitely a wine you can chill a little bit. The other fun thing to do with this is come on in, we have it on special right now, we're featuring it. Pick it up, and also pick up a bottle of Chianti or some other Sangiovese wine from the rest of the world. Compare them, see what you think, and see what the difference of soil. This is Dry Creek Valley, which is a really nice, great, high quality place in Sonoma. See what you think of Sonoma and the terroir there versus the land, the grape growing conditions in Italy. So Duxoup, come on in, pick this up. It's a great bottle of wine, comes from small producers, family-owned vineyards. Just a great bottle, and your opportunity to try something different. Thanks for watching. See you soon.